I'm Rik Ferguson, I'm the VP of Security Research at Trend Micro. We were talking about the current threat environment, the current threat actors. We were touching on ransomware, on business email compromise, on security in the Internet of Things, and taking a lot of questions from the audience. It was a packed session and some great audience interaction as well. Really good fun. Ransomware in itself is going through a phase of huge growth at the moment. We saw almost 750% growth in ransomware families over the course of 2016. Obviously this year has seen WannaCry as a phenomenon, which was demonstrating how destructive, wormable ransomware can be, weaponizing nation-state exploits. It's something that criminals are focusing a lot of their time and energy and finances on because they get a great return on their criminal investment, and it's important that individuals and enterprises are prepared and ready to protect themselves to make sure they don't fall victim and know what to do in cases where they do. From a ransomware perspective, it was certainly around digital hygiene and backup and security best practices, security based around need to know, security based around least privilege, having an effective backup, regular backup regime in place with at least one of those backups being offline so that if you are compromised, it's not going to affect those backups and you get time to recover. And when it comes to Internet of Things, when we were talking about the risks associated there, this is kind of our last chance to make sure that we don't leave a toxic legacy of poorly engineered, massively vulnerable embedded devices and systems out there. It's now that we need to start demanding secure systems from the manufacturer. It's now that the security industry needs to start working with manufacturers, and regulators need to start getting involved to make sure that we build a solid foundation for the future interconnected world. At Trend Micro, we've predicted that we're going to see ransomware kind of plateau over the course of 2017. It's not going to go away, but it's not going to see the same exponential growth that it saw last year. So we'll see more focus on incorporation of exploits and specialized and targeted campaigns. We may begin to see the crossover into ransomware of things rather than ransomware for data. So we'll see that over the next 24 months or so. When it comes to IoT devices, really it's about looking at the volume of data that's being collected, processed and stored in the back-end system in the data center, and making sure that that's being properly secured against attack rather than focusing simply on the devices themselves.